So first we're going to pick the winner for last week, or 2 weeks ago we did a giveaway. Yeah. This is for the scrap wood, the Goodwood handbook, the Gorilla Tape, and one of my prints. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And
so back to the randomizer here. So we have Bruce Ulrich, who...
Gotta wait for me to... That's all right.
Okay.
So Bruce is great.
Bruce Ulrich, Bruce, we appreciate your comment. You commented a bunch. So you won. If you will, just email us your mailing address to your projects at jonpeters.com. We'll get the box in the mail. The question that everybody commented on was related to using polyurethane on kitchen countertops.
Yeah, that was a relief for me because I've been using that for years, and I always felt that it was safe once it's cured, and that's pretty much what most people said. A few people were out, there's always a few people, no, you can't use it, but anyway, the fact is, use a cutting board. It's kind of a common sense thing, I think.
And people mentioned using poly on kitchen tables, similar as using it on your countertops. Use a cutting board on both, and then be careful about letting it cure.
Yes, some people say you need to let it cure for 25 days, which seems like a long time, but I'd say it seems like a long time because I can't imagine a floor company making a homeowner wait 25 days to get back in their home. But it does take a long time for oil-based finishes to cure. Real quick, with oil-based polyurethane, the reason I started using it on things like my kitchen table and countertops, because I've got 4 kids and they just don't care how much you sand something and how much time you put into it. They're just going to beat it up. So for things that are going to get heavy use, polyurethane seems to be the way to go. So you want to do one or two questions and we'll get right into
we'll do that, and then we'll do the slideshow, some more great projects. Get a lot of questions from beginning woodworkers about tools to start with, whether they're starting up a shop or just want to work on projects around the house. Can you give us a list of kind of must-haves?
Well, when I was working in the woodworker, this is going back when I was in high school, my 2 main tools were a drill, a corded drill, and a jigsaw, and that was also there. And they weren't very good. They were sort of old. I'm not going to mention the name, but they were these old ones, and I was able to get a lot of things done with that. So you could start with those, and then
would you recommend cordless now?
I like cordless tools. I really like cordless tools. Now it all depends on what you're going to be doing. I think I did a video maybe a year ago of the tools that you need. I threw a nail gun in there because I use a nail gun all the time. It's amazing how much easier it is to use a nail gun as opposed to hammering something. So, start out small. Maybe like one of those combo kits. You can get a cordless combo kit, and there's a few good deals out there if you look around. Although I like to spend a little bit more money and get something that's going to last.
And then how about things to hold off on? Any tools that
just take your time. Just take your time. I mean, I think the main tool in my shop here is the table saw. That's something that I use all the time. It does require space though, and I bought that used. I bought that almost 20 years ago, and it was $1,500 used with the Biesmeyer fence. So that's the thing. Look for used tools. You can get some good stuff.
Good. Another question, and more of a comment about you working with sponsors.
Sponsors are great because they take the pressure off, and ultimately I want to get back into making fine furniture. If you kind of look at the work that I've done historically, most of my fine furniture, and when I say fine furniture, I'm talking about mortise and tenon joinery, dovetail joinery. I'll be refinishing a piece that I made in 1999 in a couple of weeks. I kind of stopped once I started having kids because it was just easier to make a living making furniture and making frames. I make a lot of frames. So the idea of having sponsors is I'll be able to get back into making fine furniture, because I think that most people will realize that it's hard to get paid for the time that goes into all of that hand-cut joinery. But that's something that I want to bring back into the shop. And sponsors, I think, over time will help that happen. That being said, I would like the sponsors to be somehow connected to what I'm doing. So that way it's kind of a normal flow. Mm-hmm. It's not sort of a break in the conversation. Now I'm talking about something completely unrelated. I want it to be related to something I'm doing, whether I'm in the barn here or or in the yard or something like that.
Yeah, so cool. So why don't we show this slideshow, more great projects, keep sending those in, and let's let it roll.
So we're not going to do a giveaway this week because you're going away next week.
So we'll do one after the holidays, after Easter.
Sounds good.
Good.
All right, man.
All right, thanks.